In 1992, Discovery Center of Springfield purchased three 1920s-era buildings in downtown Springfield. After 6 years to create awareness and plan the operation, programs, exhibits, renovate, and raise funds, the Discovery Center of Springfield opened to the public full-time in 1998. In 2000, Discovery Center of Springfield began working on a second master plan for the building and the incorporation of a third building. The Discovery Center continues to grow and constantly add innovative educational hands-on exhibits for the visitors of all ages.
Well, my name is Sarah Kaufman, and I work here at the Discovery Center as a lab tech type person. My official title is the Chromosome Program Coordinator.
Sarah Kaufman was my community partner throughout my service learning project at the Discovery Center. She guided myself and 3 other peers in creating an experiment that was usable in the chromosome lab.
Part of my role here in coordinating the program of Chromosome is to engage families in an experiment station type setting where they get to do some hands-on science.
Our role at the Discovery Center was to create an experiment for 3rd graders to complete in less than 10 minutes. We chose an experiment which explained the capillary action using celery. For this experiment, the child will sit down at a lab station where a small cup, bottle of red dye, and piece of celery will be provided. The child will fill up the cup with a small amount of red dye. Then the child will insert a piece of celery into the cup so that the cut section of the celery is completely saturated in the red dye. Next, the child will turn to the information part of the experiment, where he or she will learn the basic concept of the capillary action and understand what exactly is happening in their experiment. Once this is complete, the child will then go back to the experiment where he or she will see the capillary action in the celery with his or her own eyes. While creating and researching this experiment, we used a number of different variables, including different color dye, salt water, and dehydration. We found that the best results occurred when using a hydrated piece of celery in a mix of red dye and tap water. The Discovery Center of Springfield is the only educational resource center of its kind servicing the schools and families of this region.
Yeah, Discovery Center's mission is to provide this environment for hands-on learning. We're an interactive science center where the majority of what we have to offer is material rich, meaning that there's something physically to do and to see and to hear. And we love the idea of it being a type of experience that is for all ages. We definitely buy into the fact that learning is lifelong, that it's not just for certain ages, the young, but we hope that we can have things that are geared towards younger audiences as well as adults, from babysitter age all the way up to grandparents. to where they can be a part of that learning process as well. So this idea of everything being hands-on and engaging, and that our mission of lifelong learning is very important to us as well. Well, we kind of trick them into having fun in a hands-on way, and while they're engaging in whatever type of activity it is, they're learning as they're going.
Well, there's many ways to teach, there's many ways to skin a cat, but I've always been a proponent of hands-on teaching, and that's probably one of the reasons why I went into science, is because it renders itself very handy to hands-on teaching. Well, everybody likes to participate or to actually be active in what they're doing. And obviously, I mean, you're going to be more involved when you're actually doing it, rather than just sitting in a class and listening to a teacher discuss something or explain something to you. And so with hands-on teaching, you actually get to be a part of it. You get to actually explore it yourself. And I think it's more like kind of actually living whatever it is you're trying to learn.
Discovery Center of Springfield is the only youth activity center in southwest Missouri that offers and utilizes such a wide range of exhibits, hands-on activities, special events, and programs that explore a broad spectrum of educational goals.
That electricity is trying to get to, do you know where does electricity always want to go? I'm standing on it right now. The ground is actually right.
Having this idea of working through a process, kind of asking some questions and figuring things out, is a really great way to help with this learning process of engaging visitors. So, we're set up to where we're not necessarily focused on teaching, but definitely focused on personal learning. Lots of different ways that we can kind of trick them into learning, but they're having fun at the same time, so they don't really see it as a learning moment necessarily, because they're having fun.
During my first week at the Discovery Center, I was given time to explore the museum. Throughout my walks around the Discovery Center, I made stops at a variety of different exhibits. I came upon one specific exhibit which pulled me in. It was the magnetic levitation exhibit. This idea of levitation was not completely new to me. In the past, my father had talked to me about the practicality of maglev trains and how this technology is going to be the future. I had never done deep research into this topic, but I couldn't get it off my mind after playing around with the exhibit at the Discovery Center. At this point was when I decided my topic for my senior exhibition paper, maglev technology. I think it is amazing that I was able to find such an interesting topic, which I craved to learn more about, just from interacting with an exhibit I had seen. I think it is even more exciting that the Discovery Center sparks ideas such as this to people of all ages on the daily. I truly believe maglev technology will be the future of the three industries I discussed in my speech. The transportation industry has already begun to change with the first commercial maglev train in Shanghai, showing off the potential of this technology. Maglev will soon be presented to the average American citizen, once the government realizes the possibilities of this incredible long-term investment.